Hello my friends. It's been a while since I put out a video. I have some things going on, so I just wanted to explain a little bit about what's going on with me and why I haven't put out a video in a while, because I committed to try and put out a video every week, and that's been rough because I'm new at editing videos, and so it makes it harder. And you'll see how much editing I actually do with this, because this is sort of a live video, and all the pauses and the redundant stuff that, that you don't need to hear or don't want to hear or look at, over and over. So anyways, I got back from my dad's a few days ago, and he passed about 3 weeks or so ago, and I went to Arizona to get his stuff, go through his stuff and get some of the things that I wanted. My brother and I went over there. My brother's in Arizona too, and that's an 18-hour drive one way. And my sister's in Utah, and so she's about somewhere clear near the halfway mark. So I stayed there on the way up and on the way back. And I went to my brother's for a few days. So I've been gone about a week, and I have mixed feelings about that. But I'm happy for Dad actually, because he was 90 and not having a good quality of life, especially the last few years, and it was time for him to go. But at the same time, I miss my dad, and I love him, but I know he's in a much, much better place. So, anyways, around here, we're just buttoning up things for the winter. As you can kind of see in the background here, I got the greenhouse covers on my garden. See, there's a pause I would have edited out here. We're down to about 57 right now, so we haven't really got a hard cold snap. We were supposed to get one last night, but it didn't happen, and I didn't think it was going to happen. But so, and you can see over here, the squash garden is winding down. Everything's winding down. I got to drain some water lines and things like that. I got to move some chicken coops. I have two mobile chicken coops, and I got to get one of them set up with a heat lamp with some warmth for the ducks, the Muscovy ducks. They could probably get by without the heat lamp, but they're from South America, so they're not used to harsh weathers normally, although a lot of people raise them in the northern states now. So they need a place to get enough warmth, and they need some water. So my ponds and everything will freeze over, so I'm going to have some heated water for them, which is fine. I can do that. Anyways, so that's what's going on. Also, my laptop, the battery has died for good. I can't get it to recharge. So I've ordered a battery, and so I'm not able to edit a video, which is why I'm doing this. And you may have noticed that I've changed the name of the channel to The Philosophical Farmer. So I have two channels, and one is my philosophical metaphysics spiritual channel, and it just goes by my name, Blaine Suchet. It used to be Blaine Suchet Dream Starter TV, if you're familiar with it, but now I just changed it to my name. And so what I'm going to experiment with is doing a video that I can put on both channels. I like to use the farm stuff as a metaphor and analogies for philosophical, spiritual things. Excuse me. See, there's another thing that would have got edited out in there. Anyways, so I'm going to try that. We'll see how that works out. I'll still be showing some of the farm stuff and tips on things to do at times, but I'll liken it to things that go on in life. Like right now, we're heading into winter, and that's analogous of the cycles of life. It's all cycles, especially when you're in what I would call maybe a down cycle. If you can just realize, hey, this is a cycle and it too shall pass, as they say, then you can get through it, especially if it's a rough one. We all have some downturns every now and then. It's part of life, and there's things to learn from it. That's why we go through it, in my opinion. So if you can remember that, then you can get through it. There's light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. And so, and we prepare for some of those down cycles. You know, like here I'm buttoning it up for the winter. The gardens will go farther into the winter with those greenhouse coverings, but eventually it'll get too cold even with those, and nothing will grow. Well, I shouldn't say nothing. I had some stuff growing in the middle of winter last year that I didn't expect, so we'll see. And you can plant some winter stuff like broccoli and cauliflower and any kind of most any kind of root vegetables will do well in winter, especially with a greenhouse cover. Potatoes even do actually pretty well. So I was digging potatoes last year, you know, middle of December into January. So anyways, but see, we can, and that's kind of analogous of getting through the down cycle. The winter cycle, I guess you could say, is a metaphor for the down cycles of life. You know, we go in, it's cold, it's harsher out, that kind of thing. So we kind of go within, we go inside. So there you go, you go within. When you're in a down cycle, go within. And that's where you find summer and spring again, so to speak. See, there's an analogy there. So that's what's going on, my friends. And I wanted to get a video out so that people know what's going on. This channel's fairly new. I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, but it'll pick up. And so that's another thing too, is wanting to grow this channel. So we'll see. But anyways, I might have to go to one channel at some point if it gets too hard or if it's not working out like I think it shall. So I'm going to try to do this video for both of them. We'll see. I don't know. I might do another one for the other channel right now because that's what people are used to, that focuses more on the philosophical, spiritual, metaphysical side of things. So that's what's happening. So anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you'll forgive me for the lack of editing and anything that's redundant that I say. Be nice to get into winter and have an optimistic outlook on things. And I always try to have an optimistic outlook. Winter, sometimes people are more depressed because there's less sunlight. Sunlight brings happiness because it creates vitamin D3. You know, so if you're in a place where there's not a lot of sunlight in the winter, and sometimes we'll have weeks where there's cloud coverings too. So I take vitamin D3, I call them happy pills. That's what your body makes when you're out in the sun and the sun can hit your skin. So contrary to what we've been taught in our culture, the sun is good for you, you know, in moderation. So yeah, you don't want to get sunburned, but you want to get sun as much as you can on your skin. So, and sunblock. Most of the sunblocks aren't good for you. They have stuff in them that's not good for you. And I forget the names of the things that are in them, but you should look for all natural sunblock if you're going to use it. But it's not always necessarily good for you. But I guess if you're going to be out in the sun a long time, you're better off covering up. But it depends where you're at. If you're at the beach, you don't want to cover up, you know. So anyways, all right, my friends, I will cut this off for now and I'll upload it and we'll see how it goes. So this is a live video because I couldn't do the lives because it takes 24 hours for them to set up this channel because it's new. I don't know if I said that or not. See, that might be redundant and I would normally edit it out if it is. Anyways, you get the idea. All right, my friends. Until next time.